What is up, everyone? Train Freak here, and today we have our layout update for today. What I have worked on is pretty much electrical and getting started with the Woodland Scenics Just Plug lighting system. I've got a couple of buildings lit. One that was a kit that was provided to me by Santa Fe Bob. My friend John Goforth worked on it, and he has exceeded my expectations tremendously because I thought he was just going to put it together when he actually installed lighting in it and interior details. So before we get to that, let me go ahead and give you a few announcements. 8 o'clock Eastern tonight, we got Sidetrack Sunday. Rick Bailey, this is his week, so card in the upper right corner and you can check his stuff out. And then we've also got a contest coming up. That's right. I have hit 775 subscribers. So now I'm going to go ahead and open up the 800 subscriber contest. There will be two winners. We've got one winner is going to win a prize from either N scale, HO scale, or O scale. And then the other winner is going to win a Soundtrax Tsunami sound car with a magnetic one and speaker to go with it. The only thing I'm not providing on that is the electrical trucks because it would depend on what scale as to who is the winner. But it's a really cool thing to add, especially if you're doing sound with DCC. So let me go ahead and show the prizes. I'm going to do the repeats first, and then I will show you the replacement prizes because the last winner was an N-scaler. So I still have this big old cotton belt boxcar. It is a limited edition boxcar, but it's an Atlas O scale, so I still got that one up for grabs. HO scale prizes, we have a Walters Mainline United States Army boxcar and a Roundhouse Chicago, Burlington, and Quincy single sheath boxcar, and both of these are 50 footers, by the way. Alright, so the N scale. Here we go. These are, well, two of these are micro trains, and then the other one, the last one is Atlas. So first we got Prairie Farms, Prairie Farm, or Prairie Malt Limited. Sorry, Prairie Malt Limited. It is a covered hopper that is supposed to be out of, I think it's Nova Scotia, Canada. Yeah. Built in the Trenton Works in Nova Scotia in 1996. Cars leased to carry processed malt to Canadian ports. So for you Canadian N-scale guys, this is going to be a good car for your layout. Alright, this one is a fantasy car, but I thought it was pretty cool. I mean, who would turn down a Pepsi Cola, it's right here, tank car, right? It is a fantasy car, so I thought that was pretty neat. And then the last one, we have another tank car. I want to do something besides box cars this go round. And this one is the Mississippi Chemical Corporation. This is an Atlas one, but it does have the knuckle couplers. Mississippi Chemical Corporation out of Yazoo City, Mississippi. So those are the three prizes for the 800 subscriber contest. So all you got to do is look in the description below. There's a link to a Google form. And you're going to answer literally 3 questions, okay? Question number 1, you got to put in your email address so that way I'm not getting duplicate emails. Question number 2, what you're going to do is you're going to put in your YouTube channel name. Not your email address, your YouTube channel name. So that way I can verify to see if you are a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, you're not going to be entered. And I will email those who have their subscriptions set to private. Alright, so one of the easiest ways of doing it, set your subscriptions to public, and I'll check to see if you're subscribed to me or not. And then the last question is you're going to choose which scale you want. Now, everybody is eligible for the Tsunami sound car, but only one person is going to be eligible for one of the 3 scale prices. So the way we're going to do it, we're going to do blackout bingo this time. So it's just one round, okay? And what we'll end up doing is once your number's called that you're assigned to, you'll be eliminated from the contest. When we have the last two left, that's going to be the runner-up. When that person's eliminated, the winner of the whole contest gets to choose if they want that sound car or if they want their scale prize of choice. The runner-up will end up getting the other prize. Okay? So that's it as far as the 800 subscriber contest. Alright, now let's get on to the challenge. There's been some challenges go around. This challenge, I'm kind of going Jack style. I want to see switching. I want to see either classifying a train in a yard by either breaking the train up or building a train, or use your train to service some industries. Unfortunately, because I don't have enough layout, I haven't really been able to do much of that, and I would really love to see it. I can service one industry right now, and that's it. I'm hoping to be able to do more. So my challenge to you is called the Train Freaks Switching Challenge. All right? Hashtag TTF Switching Challenge. All right? So I like to see, it's just something fun to do, okay? So have at it. All right, so that's all my announcements. So let's get on to the electrical stuff that I set up and some of the Just Plug lighting, because Riceland here is lit now. So we can start doing some nighttime stuff. So I'll be right back. Alright, so let's start here. So I added these two electrical boxes. This is going to the track lighting on the ceiling, which is up there. Yep, I know it's bright. And this one's actually got a built-in dimmer, and it's Bluetooth too. I'm thinking about actually moving it up to here since it lights the upper deck. So I might do that. And then the other one is this actually turns on the DCC system. So we flick it on, and now that the DCC system's on, you're probably going to start hearing some radio chatter from one of my locomotives. The other thing we did was install this Just Plug light here. And so I'm going to go ahead and turn it on, because you can't really see the lights in the buildings yet. But once I come back and turn the dimmer off, yeah, it's going to look real cool. Alright, so let's start with the downtown district and then we'll work our way left to right. So I got the Piggly Wiggly over there. This is kind of how the setup's going to be. I'm still waiting on my backdrop to come in before I finalize things. I'm going to be using re-railers to act as railroad crossings. And this is actually a piece of the road system that Train Junkie offers, who's also doing my backdrop. And so on the backdrop, he's actually building a road into it to where it's going to be like, instead of the city ending there, it kind of pops back a building or two. So it's going to look really cool. But like Boyd's Billiards, yeah, I know there's a light missing off of it, but I went and picked up some Just Plug lighting to replace not just those two lamps that are on there, but the one that broke off too. So I plan on changing those out. And Miller Engineering actually has a LED barber pole that's animated, so I plan on getting that too, and I think that would be a pretty neat scene. I might see if I can't try to find a replacement light that goes over the entrance to the barbershop. I think that would be pretty cool to find as well. Melissa's Eatery is just going to look nice. I might put a light in it, but I'm not going to go as far as interior details or anything like the Piggly Wiggly has. We've got people and shelving and whatnot in there, and even a checkout counter. So, and that's going to be really cool once I get it up. And I actually have a video where I demonstrated this building, so look in the upper right and you'll see that. Over here we got a record store. I'll probably put a light in it, but no interiors. And then this building, looks pretty hideous in my opinion. So my buddy John said he's going to work on it for me because he wants to. But it's got interiors. It's supposed to be a pharmacy, so I'm curious to see what he comes up with that. Now, this building over here was a hot mess when I had it, and I gave it to John, and he actually fixed it up. And I told him I wanted an abandoned building for for this town, because I said, typically the last building of the town most of the time was vacant. So I thought this would have been really cool to have as an abandoned building, and he boarded up one of the windows to make it look like someone broke it. Could have been either vandals, or it could have been just, them pesky teenagers. So yeah, we got that. And then of course I've got the ace here. I'm probably going to put my depot right here. Or I might put it on the other side. Not too sure yet how I'm going to do that. And then, of course, over here we got Riceland. And yes, it is lit up right now like a Christmas tree, but you can't really tell. And then I'm going to demo how I fixed the lighting on my Alco RS1. Because the truck lights were just a little too intense, so I went and fixed those. And then one of the things I want to do with this that I haven't done yet, waiting on it to come in, is get some floodlights to light this up. So you're going to see why in a minute. And then, so this building kit came from Santa Fe Bob. My buddy John again went and fixed it up. Now, of course, I put all my buildings on masonite, and that's just to kind of give a little bit of an elevation type thing. I will put some plaster of Paris around it to kind of fill it in. So yeah, don't be alarmed. I do that with all my buildings. It's just something I do. But this one, John did not just build the kit, which I thought that's all he was going to do. He actually decaled it, weathered the mess out of it. I mean, he did a real good job, y'all. Yeah, look at that. And that's not shadows. That's actually weathering that he did. He made it look like water stains running down. So, and he custom built that little bench, or that, not bench, but that bush. So, this is like a community center, and there is a guy on stage, but you can't really see him until we turn the layout lights off. But he did hook up one of the Just Plug lights right above my finger, and he put Just Plug lighting on the inside as well. So, let me go ahead and walk over here, and we will turn the dimmer down and let you see what it looks like as it starts becoming evening time in the town of Wiener. There we go. Oh, and the camera went out of focus. How about that? Gotta love it when it does that. Alright, so, like I said, Riceland, you can barely see it. You can really only see it lit up because of the locomotive. If I put my hand around the locomotive, which is right there now you don't see Riceland. So that's one thing I want to do there. But let's go and visit our little thing. So he fixed the sign right there. So now playing I'm a Cutie in short pants. And there's my ventriloquist on stage. Oops, sorry. Now, if you can see the sun, and there's a cloud, that's actually 3D. He's actually got those hanging by a little bitty piece of wire, that magnet wire. So it kind of gives a little 3D effect. And so at nighttime, now you can see the ventriloquist giving a performance on stage, which I thought was really, really cool. All right. So last thing I wanted to show was the Alco RS1. I had to come over here and grab my controller. And so let's see here. See if I can do this. All right, so let's turn the headlight on. All right, so now we got a headlight on, and if you noticed, when turning the headlight on and off, the cab interior light does not dim, which is a good thing. The other problem I had was when I turned the night lights on, the headlight and cab interior light would also dim. that doesn't happen either. So we fixed that. So one of the things that I had to do on that was I had to basically take all of the wires off the resistors and add them on. And I know I see the light pulsing. I think that has something to do with the decoder. So maybe George can explain that, because I'm not having that issue with the just plug lighting. So it's only coming from this locomotive. But of course, when the locomotive does go in forward or reverse direction, the cab light would go off. And the other problem is when the cab light went off, then the headlight would light up brighter or go dim, depending on what happened. So to rectify that, all the lights were ran through the same resistor. I took them off, and I put the headlight and the backup light on one resistor on the common side, and then the number boards are all on one resistor, the truck lights are on one resistor, and the interior light is on one resistor, all on the not the common side, but the hot side, or the positive side. So there you go. So that's how I was able to rectify that situation. But other than that, that's pretty much all I've got for my update this week. Like I said, I'm still working with the Train Junkie on finalizing the backdrop for the town of Wiener. And once I get that in, then I can do installation of it and start working on some scenery, maybe, and get some lighting installed. And get some trees installed too. That would be really nice too. So yeah, that's my goals, for the next update. Worst case, I might install, try to get some interiors or stuff installed in my buildings. It's just maybe or routine maintenance, trying to do things as I can. So I'm kind of really at a stop point till I can get that backdrop in. So, and it might take a little bit. It might take a week or more. Who knows? All right. So other than that, Sidetrack Sunday tonight, Rick's channel, 8 o'clock Eastern. Be there, be square. And then also do not forget to sign up for the 800 subscriber contest. I got really cool prizes, HONNO. And of course the Soundtrack Tsunami sound car. I'm giving one of those away too. And then don't forget about the challenge. I want to see y'all switch some stuff. That would be really cool, because I can't do it right now for the most part. All right. So, and then as far as those loyal supporters to this channel, I would like to say extra thank you, because y'all help make all of this happen in one form or fashion, whether you do Patreon, Teespring, PayPal.me, or just send me things for me to use on the layout. I mean, this is giving really good content in my opinion. So I like to say extra thank you to y'all. Other than that, y'all be safe out there and have a great week and happy railroading.